Good morning students. Today I am discussing about the no load test and block rotor test on single phase induction motor. This test is used to determine the equivalent circuit parameters of single phase induction motor. These are the various parameters we are using in this experiment. Voltmeter we are using up to 0 to 300 volts. Why? Because here the test is on single phase induction motor. That's why we are using 300 volts voltmeter, and we are using two ammeters. One ammeter 0 to 5 amperes will be used in no load, and 0 to 10 amperes will be used in block rotor test. And coming to the wattmeter, we are using LPF type and UPF type. LPF will be used in no load test, and UPF will be used in block rotor test. Variac will be used. That variac rating is 230 volts. All are MI type only. This is the circuit diagram of no load test on single phase induction motor. In this test we are using voltmeter, ammeter and wattmeter, LPF wattmeter. From the phase, from the supply voltage, we are connecting the variac phase to phase, neutral to neutral. From the phase of the variac, we are taking two wires. One wire will be connected to the voltmeter positive, and one wire will be connected to the ammeter positive. And ammeter second terminal will be connected to the M terminal of the wattmeter. MC will get shorted, and L of terminal of the wattmeter will be connected to the motor phase terminal, and V will be connected to the neutral terminal of the variac, and V is voltmeter neutral will be also connected to the neutral terminal of the variac. This is the panel board of single phase induction motor, no load test and block rotor test, or also this test is also called as equivalent circuit parameters of single phase induction motor. So these are the circuit connections of single phase induction motor. So DPST. So from the supply phase neutral we are connecting the variac. So from the variac positive phase terminal we are taking two wires. One wire will be connected to the voltmeter positive terminal, and another wire will be connected to the ammeter positive, and ammeter second terminal. From the ammeter second terminal we are connecting M. This is the M terminal of the wattmeter, and MC will get shorted, and L will be connected to the motor phase. So these are the motor terminals. Phase will be connected to the L terminal of the wattmeter, and V terminal of the wattmeter will be connected to the neutral of the variac. And the voltmeter second terminal is also connected to the variac neutral, and motor neutral is also connected to the neutral terminal of the variac. So these are the overall connections for the single phase induction motor. Now we have to start the experiment by closing the DPST switch. I am closing the DPST switch here. Switch on the DPST switch. Switch on the supply by closing the DPST switch. Slowly vary the single phase variac by seeing the voltmeter, by observing the voltmeter. You can observe the ammeter, the starting current will be increases and it will going to decreases. That is nothing but the starting current is high for the induction motor. Now slowly vary the variac up to rated voltage, that is 220 volts. Okay, so here see the wattmeter is up to 300. Okay, note down the values of ammeter. At no load test we are not applying any load on the single phase induction motor. The belt will be freely, and okay, note down the values of voltmeter, ammeter and wattmeter. No load values, ammeter, voltmeter and wattmeter recorded in your observation, and slowly vary the variac or decreasing the voltage up to 0 volts by observing the voltmeter, and open the DPST switch. This is the circuit diagram of block rotor test on single phase induction motor. Same the connections will be same in this block rotor test as on no load test on single phase induction motor, but the only difference is we are using here UPF wattmeter. The remaining connections are as it is. So I am going to not explain any circuit connections for this circuit diagram. Directly I am going to start the experiment by closing the DPST switch. And before going to start the experiment, here we have some brake drum arrangement across the single phase induction motor. This brake drum arrangement should be tightened. We have to apply full load on the single phase induction motor by tightening the belt by moving these swivels. This is the brake drum arrangement for the single phase induction motors. Here I am applied full load on the induction motor, so here the belt should be tightened and there is no movement for the motor to rotate. Okay, so now we have to start the experiment. Close the DPST switch, and in the no load test we applied the rated voltage on the single phase induction motor, but in the block rotor test we are varying the variac up to rated current flowing through the induction motor. Here the rated current of the induction motor is 14 amperes. So now by varying the variac we have to apply the rated current on the single phase induction motor by seeing the ammeter. Slowly you have to vary the variac up to rated current flowing through the so 12 amperes is enough to apply the rated current on the single phase induction motor, and note down the readings of voltmeter and as well as wattmeter. Here the wattmeter reading shows the 110, 120, and here the voltmeter shows the 60. Ammeter is 6.1. so this is the rated current for the single phase induction motor, and the motor will not rotate in the block rotor test. The motor should be in rest position when you are applying the full load on the single phase induction motor. You have to note down the readings as fast, because here we are applying the full load on the induction motor, so that's why note down the readings as fastly and reduce the variac up to 0 position and open the DPST switch. For the calculations, please go through your manuals.